So over Christmas, if you are the average human being, you've probably ate a lot of food over Christmas. You've probably ate a lot of chocolate. You probably broke some world records about how many heroes and celebrations you can fit in your gob at once, and now you're thinking, I need to get back on track. First of all, I just want to say that the majority of that weight isn't going to be body fat. The majority of it will be water weight, increased glycogen, and just more food volume in the gut. With that being said, I just feel like this video will be quite helpful to give you my 4 go-to fat loss meals when I'm dieting. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's crack on with meal number 1. So for the first meal, you need some Greek yogurt, a orange, satsuma, tangerine, easy peeler, whatever you want to call it, a banana, and some granola. So that is the meal, dead simple, anyone can do it. In terms of the amount I use for each ingredient, 200 grams of Greek yogurt, a banana and an orange that I don't weigh just because I'm not competing. I don't really need to go to that extent of weighing fruit out, and 45 grams of granola. So if you wanted to make this meal like even more low calorie, then you could just take the granola out or use a smaller serving. But in that bowl with them ingredients, I think it's like 400 and something calories. So I'll put the macros on the screen right there. And now we'll just do a time lapse in 3, 2. So that's meal number 1 done. One thing I want to say is that you can use any fruit in that bowl. You know, this video is literally just here to give you some ideas. You know, use whatever you want to use. Obviously, be careful about what you do use. For example, if you opt for dried fruit, that is denser in calories and that could increase the total amount of calories for the meal. So just something to bear in mind. But yeah, that meal was pretty spot on in terms of satiation. It does well because of the protein, and the fruit just takes away the bitterness of just Greek yogurt on its own, because that would be pretty horrendous. So it helps your sweet tooth if you've got one of them. Anyway, that's the meal done. Now I'm gonna go to the gym. Well, the gym is pretty busy, so I'm probably just gonna voice over some clips because, you know, it's so busy and it's so noisy. I'll film what I can and I'll do a voiceover. So as I was just saying, the gym was very busy, too noisy, too busy to film, so that was a write-off. So just the one clip I filmed. So if you're watching this video purely for the low calorie meals, just bear with me for a minute and I'll be back on with the meals. So just to inform anyone that cares, probably my current subscribers, just updating you with training at the moment. So everything's going quite well, progressing on all exercises. This one, for example, is my top set on the hammer pull down. So it's a 10 kilo increase and I only dropped 1 rep, which is actually good progression. So training's going really good. Let's just hope that gyms don't shut, although I can't see them staying open, if I'm honest. Not that I think that's the right thing to do, but the way the country's dealing with everything, I think gyms are going to shut and then I'm probably going to cry. Anyway, back with the video. So 60 grams of oats with 100 ml of cow milk. By the way, we're making protein porridge. So along with the milk, a bit of water in there, heat it up on the hob, get it to the desired consistency. After they're cooked, what you want to do is pour the whey protein in. So I use 20 grams because any more than that, I'm just sick of whey protein. When you've had it for like 3 or 4 years, it gets disgusting. So just 20 grams for me. And after I mix that together, I then obviously poured it into the bowl and added some blueberries just for, you know, a micronutrient point of view, get some more vitamins in my diet, because it's not just all about macros, you need a healthy body as well. It's the next day, just trained legs, feel pretty buried. Went on that pendulum machine again and it's absolutely wrote me off. I'll put the clip on the screen right there so you don't have to look at my face for as long as usual. Right, anyway, so the next meal I'm cooking is an omelette. Pretty simple, pretty easy. I'm making it even easier because I'm quite lazy and using this little omelette maker. So usually I'd put it in a pan, which I'd imagine a lot of you guys would do. It's probably better in a pan, you can get more ingredients in there, but I'm lazy today, so I'm using the omelette maker. So what I'm using, 4 medium eggs, 30 grams of red Leicester, 2 slices of ham, and a couple of mushrooms. When I say a couple, just as many as I want. I don't really track mushrooms just because they're really low in calories, just like my veggies. I don't really track them unless I'm in a dieting / cutting phase. So I'll put the macros on the screen right now, and yeah, let's make the omelette. Right, you lads must know the score by now. No spray, no lay. Ow. And just give that a little whisk. What you can do as well for your cheese, you can't see my face, it's probably for the best. For the cheese, if you are pretty loaded, then you could use a cheese grater. Obviously, I'm not loaded, so I just cut it. To be fair, I don't think you've got to be loaded to have a cheese grater, do you? I actually only get red Leicester, just for the reason being that I'm a Leicester City supporter. Has no relevance, I know. Couple of mushrooms. Probably ain't got a lot of room in there, so I'll just have 3 mushrooms. Dash a few little bits of cheese in, chuck a few bits of ham in there, add your mushroom bits. Then shut the lid and let it do its thing. Ketchup on your omelette is absolute mandatory, it's pretty much a law. So yeah, I forgot to actually show you the omelette before I cut it up and made it look not as appetizing. The reason I like this meal is just that it's so easy to do. It takes me like 5-10 minutes max. It's got all the amino acids from the eggs. But anyway, let's just do the time lapse. Right, that's meal number 3 done. Let's do meal number 4. Okay, next meal we're doing something simple and effective, just like me, apart from I'm probably not effective, just simple, but that's besides the point. So we are gonna cook the staple of my diet when I'm dieting, chicken and veggies. Seriously though, you really don't have to try and reinvent the wheel when you're choosing your meals for dieting. Simple honestly is really effective. Anyway, for this meal, we've got some chicken breast, so 200 grams of that. Use some seasoning on it. Is it focused? I don't know, you don't know, I don't care, you don't care. Mixed vegetables and some broccoli. The reason I often buy frozen veg is just because, like, if you buy fresh broccoli, you're then committed to eating that in the next couple of days, whereas if, you know, you fancy something in the week.
Yeah, oh, I can't because I've got to use my broccoli up, so.
We don't want to waste food and we don't want to be rigid with my diet, so that's why I get frozen stuff. Again, it's just another easy meal. Anyone can do it. Just stick it on the hob. Obviously you can cook chicken in the oven. I'm just doing it on a pan just because it's a non-stick pan, 1 calorie spray. It takes like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's ideal. So that is the meal. I'll put the macros on the screen right now. So tip that I've got for people that are trying to lose body fat is that you can implement like volume eating. And what I mean by that is you can have a massive plate of food with so little calories just by like increasing the volume of your vegetables on your plate, and that is honestly going to help a lot in terms of your satiety. Anyway, I would say I'd do a time lapse, but I've done like 3 already. I'll see you in the next clip. So they are 4 of my fat loss meals I use when I'm dieting. As it's a tradition of mine to get shredded at some point every year, I do have quite a lot of fat loss meals I could potentially share with you guys. So if you have found this video somewhat useful, helpful, you think I'm a sound guy or whatever, please drop this video a like, comment something in the comment section saying that you want more of these videos, and if there is enough interest then I'll do more of them. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to support me on this YouTube channel. But yeah, that does bring this video to a close, so I just want to thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.